it is about a break fasting, which means today the Muslims uh, they break fasting, but this name is very silly and it doesn't make sense. Why? Because the Muslims they do break fasting every day. Not only they break fasting, but they eat like cows. So what is today is called truly in Islam? Is it really Eid al-Fitr, or it is the day of Adha? The Muslims they celebrate al-Adha, which is supposed a different occasion for them, but the fact today is the day of the Adha, and we will prove it. You see, most of people they copy paste from each other, but nobody want to investigate. In front of you, this is the website, official government website of the government of Dubai. I will take the website down so you guys can see with me that this is an official website of Dubai. What does that mean? That's mean this is a government website. This is not my website. All right. As you see here, department, etc., the affairs of transportation, etc., the city hall of Dubai. So what the city of Dubai announced to prepare themselves for such a day. What day? The day of a slaughter. If the Muslims they break fasting, so why they slaughter hundreds of thousands of animals in this day? You know what I mean? If the Muslim want to say to me, we are slaughtering for the poor, well, the poor they are hungry the whole year. If you are a good person, slaughtering in one day a lot of meat will not help the poor. That will make a lot of meat go expensive, and the poor will not be able to afford it. And you cannot feed every poor. So why today they slaughter? The fact what is behind this slaughter day is the roots of a pagan religion. And today we are going to show you what is the roots of Ramadan. If we go in the Quran, you see most of Muslims they are ignorant. If you ask a Muslim, when you fast, he said to you, the Quran says in the month of Ramadan. Well, did the Quran even mention the word month? Before we go there, you will see we will show you a lot of reference coming from the Quran. I hope that the screen is so clear. Please let me know if the screen have any problem and you are not able to view clearly the reference we are going to show you. uh, what we will prove today is very simple, that Ramadan is a pagan practice Muhammad he copied from others. Muhammad he copied fasting from anyone around him because he was desperate trying to make a religion. If we go and search in the books of hadith, as an example, in the beginning Muhammad he used to fast 3 days every month. Then this guy he changed it. According to the Muslims, and you see you can read with me the hadith. This is not my statement. Let me move the site a little bit. All right, I think now you can see it better. If you read the hadith with me, you will find that according to the Muslim source, Muhammad he used to fast other fasting than Ramadan. It's called Ashura. Now what is Ashura exactly, and why Muhammad is fasting Ashura? If you look at the Muslims reference, you will find a lot of funny stuff, which is going to get Muhammad busted with no questions. According to them, not to me. According to them, remember, not to me. Muhammad once he woke and he saw the Jews practicing fasting. So he said to the Jews, why you fast? They said, oh, we fast because today uh, is a fasting for us, for this is the day of Moses. Then Muhammad he said to them, well, this is a day, if this is a day for Moses, then we will practice this day and you don't deserve it. So Muhammad start fasting this day. Before we show you this reference, because this will be funny and we will laugh about it, you will see here with me in the screen that Muhammad, even the fasting day, which is supposedly he is copying from the Jews, he attached it to seeing the Hilal, which means the crescent moon. If you look with me here in the screen, you will find the following. I met up with Ibn Abbas while he was reclining his etc. in Zamzam, and I said, I said to him, inform me about the day of Ashura. On which day is it fasted? He said, when you see the crescent moon of Muharram, then count, then fast on the morning of the 9th day. All right. So when you see the crescent moon of Muharram, you start fasting in the 9th day. Why Muhammad is fasting Ashura? And what is Ashura? If we search more in the hadith, we will find a disaster. And it's going to show you how much the Muslims are confused. If you read with me here in the hadith in Sahih al-Bukhari, it says the following. Ashura, i.e. the 10th of Muharram, was a day in which the tribe of Quraysh used to fast. Now the story in the Muslim books changed. It's not really about the Jews. Ashura is not for the Jews. Ashura is for the pagans, Arab, Quraysh, and all of us, we know Muhammad, he have a war with them. Why? Because they are pagan. Now why Muhammad is fasting Ashura, the fasting of pagan? I challenge any Muslim to tell me. This is number one. Number two, if Muhammad he took the fasting of Ashura from the Jews, I challenge any Muslim to show me any fasting in the Jewish books. It's called the fasting of Ashura. They don't have such a thing. The Jews, they have a fasting, it's called the Day of Forgiving, but this is have nothing to do with this. According to Muhammad's story, and let me show you. How he took it from the Jews. In the book of Sunan Ibn Dawood, and this is a Sahih hadith, when the Prophet saw, which means chicken, he came to the Medina, which means the city of Yathrib, the city of the Jews. He found the Jews observing the fast on a day of Ashura. Okay, so they were asked about it. This is mean Muhammad, he never saw this before. By who? By the Prophet. They said, this is the day in which Allah gave Moses domination over Pharaoh. We fast on it, like to thank God for this day. So what the messenger he said, we have a closer connection to Moses than you. Then he gave orders that it should be observed. Now here you need to ask yourself a question, and this is a very serious question. Is fasting an order from a man, or fasting is an order from God? Which means when the Muslims observe any kind of religious practice, is it coming from God or it's coming from the man Muhammad? Guys, is my voice clear? Is my voice clear? Please let me know if the voice is not clear. All right. Why Muhammad is copy paste from the Jews? What if the Jews is making fun of him? What if they have nothing to do? And actually this is nothing to do with Musa's day. This is a lie. So the Jews obviously making fun of him. So how Muhammad, he's a prophet of God, he ordered his followers to practice a fasting without asking for permission from his God? What about you pray to your God and Allah will inspire you, say, hey, yes Muhammad, do it or don't do it. If the Jews are corrupt and the Jews will go to hell, and the Jews are bad, and the Jews are ugly, and the Jews are pigs and monkeys, how Muhammad he take from the pigs and the monkeys the first practice of fasting? It's very obvious that Muhammad, he was trying to find any way he can make his people look like a religion. How we can make ourselves a religion? We don't have a fasting, we don't have a way to pray, we don't have anything. So we have to find a way. So he started copying from people who they are around him. And then you will find that Muhammad, even he said that the one who fasts the month of Ramadan is the same as if you like your sin will be forgiven for the coming year. You believe it? Look with me. If you fast the day of Ashura, look how important this day is. Fasting, sorry, this is the fasting of Arafah. Huh? I will show you in Ashura too. Fasting on the day of Arafah, I hope from Allah expect sins for the year before and the year after. And he said the same exactly about the day of Ashura. And let me see if I can find you the reference. So how this day is going to forgive your your past sin and your coming sin? What is the power of this day? How this happened? How a day like this? What is the importance of this day? Read with me here, please. This is Sahih Muslim. Look what Muhammad used to do. The Prophet Sawsaw said, fasting 3 days every month. See, he ordered his followers fasting 3 days. But how this happened? If you read the story from the beginning, you will see that Muhammad was trying to find the practice of fasting to establish something in his religion. If you read here, you will see they have a conversation about the fasting and discussion. And then you will see the Prophet, he said, thereupon the Prophet said, that is the fast of David, peace upon him. So Muhammad is so obsessed with the Jews, trying to make himself finding a fasting. David himself, he fast. So now Muhammad, he tried to make a fasting for himself. So he said, what about him who fast 1 day and doesn't fast the other 2 days? Then the messenger, he said, I wish I were given the strength to do what?